Are we live?
Well, I don't know, it's loading.
What are you using? An old Windows laptop?
I have a MacBook. I have a
We're
MacBook as well.
live.
Yeah, I think it's saying we live
We're
now.
live now. We're live. Hello, everybody.
Oh God. Hello everyone.
Moran's on his Windows laptop. You'll have to
No, you know what? It's a MacBook, but I think I've been scammed when I bought it. I think it was a refurbished MacBook that it's from I don't know what year. Because it's so
Oh,
slow and there are a lot of things I cannot do with this MacBook, like apps that I cannot download and all these type of things.
well, you know exactly what Apple's like for stopping you with older products from downloading stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
No. Anyway, thank you for having me on here. You know what? It's just so lovely to see you after all
it
this time.
is.
It feels like forever, you know. And it's just lovely. And yeah, it's thanks, Moran. I really
It's
appreciate it.
been it's been forever, no problem. I'm so happy to do that. It's been forever. I was thinking about it, and I think the last time we've done a live was on Instagram. So first of all, it's a throwback, and I think it was in 2022 maybe or something like this. I don't know, but it's been forever.
Been a while, love. I did, Chris, yeah. French sassing Martin, yeah, I did, yeah. It's just, you know, it's just, oh God, we've got so much to talk about, haven't we?
I know.
And everything like what's been going on, and it's
Yeah.
just nice to reconnect. I mean, obviously we haven't disconnected, but it's
No,
nice to reconnect online, like you know, with everybody here.
definitely.
So,
Let's
so we
say
have,
hello to people first.
yeah,
Just to, yeah. Hello
Tony,
everyone. Hello Sandra. Hello Tony and
Sandra, Tony,
Chris.
Sandra,
Lexi is here.
yeah, that's it. Thank you all for
Yeah.
being here. It's lovely.
You
And
know,
so
I've
we
messaged Lexi. You know, when I told you that, oh my God, I'm fangirling over Lexi, then I messaged her on Instagram and I was like, hello, I'm fangirling over you because I love your content.
you know what, Lexi is one of the best people in the community. We love Lexi Sass, and yeah,
Yeah.
so we know it's just it's lovely to for everybody to be here. So we had
Mm,
a chat, didn't we? And we said, like, about different things, and we said, like, we both kind of like not disappeared. We intentionally took a break, didn't we?
yeah. We both took a break of, I think, social. I don't know if you were still on YouTube. I think you were still on YouTube a little bit, but I know we kind of broke up like social media as a whole. Like we were not on Instagram as much anymore. And we were saying this before that it's kind of weird that we all kind of left at the same time and then we rejoined kind of at the same time as well without speaking to each other about it really. It just
Yeah.
happened. But yeah, we wanted to discuss about the reason why we took a break. So I'll let you go first because you're the guest, so you can
Thank
discuss
you.
why.
Can everybody see me and Moran, or can you just see me? Because I can't see Moran on the bottom of the screen here. Just somebody say yes, we can see you both, and then I'll carry on talking. Uh, Nobody said anything.
No.
Right, so oh, thanks, Lexi.
Lexi
Okay,
says she's good.
thanks, Chris.
Chris
Thank
as
you.
well. So yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, with me, I think mine was due to my mom coming to live here, and then my health went on decline, and then I just had enough. I kept. I don't know, with everything that the whole tarot scape, we had this massive kind of like AI
Mm,
search and in the community, and then we had all the bloody TikTok readers and all the fake people. And I just thought, you know what, it's time to bow out. I've done my bit, I've had enough, I've been around forever. And
mm.
I had no intention whatsoever of ever coming back again.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
I am so glad. I Kev. I am so glad that I did, because things have changed so much, in 12, 14 months, And what about you? Why did you decide to take a break?
Yeah, there were several reasons as well for me. Well, part of it was because of social media was taking a toll on my mental health, to be honest. Like, even if, like, I don't care about what people say or do. It's not that. It's not the comments. It's not this. It's more the content that was produced at the time on Instagram. As you said, there were a lot of fake people. There were a lot of AI shit. There were a lot of things that I was not resonating with anymore. And I don't know if it was my algorithm or whatever, but it felt very negative, and it felt like it was affecting my mental health. Every time I was, looking at Instagram, I was getting upset and annoyed. So there was this. I was also in a different phase of my life. I was, as you know, working on like my project of going back to France. So I was more putting energy into this than any other social media stuff that I wanted to do. So I stopped everything really. I stopped the videos on YouTube. I stopped posting on Instagram, and I focused really on. And I'm the kind of person that when I have a project in mind, I will focus 100% of my energy into this. So when I decided I wanted to go back to France, well, it started with first, I want to find a new job because I was not happy in my old job. And then I was like, okay, well, I can't find a job in the UK, so I'm going to look for another job in France because that's my ultimate goal, to go back to France. So this is how it started, and then I was focused on this only. And it's just now that I restarted to post on Instagram because I feel more relaxed. I feel less like negativity on social media. It's almost like all the people that were putting stupid shit online, they just want
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because I am so glad that, like, I mean, that I had that big account, and then when it was hacked a couple of years ago, and then I
yeah.
did the mix between the dolls and the tarot, and then I thought, no, I can't mix the two. I've got to come back and do a fresh start. And so
Mhm.
I am so glad I did what I did, because, like you, I don't see all that crap that we used to see before. And
No.
I found that people who have stayed around are the people I've known the longest,
Mm,
and it's nice to see old faces, and obviously you connect with new people in the community as well, which is lovely.
yeah.
For all the pandemic readers, they've all
Yeah,
got, yeah,
that's the word. That's them.
yeah,
Yeah,
they've
just
all got,
gone.
all the COVID readers have gone, and
But that's so funny because they've gone from the break. Like, I took a break of like about a year and a half or something like this, and I think it was the same for you. And by this time, they were all gone.
good.
So it's so
Because
weird. Like, but I'm
I
not gonna
remember,
complain. But it's
you
very weird.
remember, like, that was on Instagram for about a week, and that was offering readings to everybody for $5, and you used to think,
I know, so stupid.
I know it's all gone now, so I'm glad. And
Yeah,
things have changed. Obviously, the world's changed.
yeah.
That's one thing that's changed. The world really has changed now, and we're in a different kind of place than we were before. It's hard to ignore everything that's going on.
Mm,
And how much we want to be a part of that is entirely up to us.
exactly. Yeah.
And I do tend to, not as though like I ignore what's going on in the world.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to see it all across my social media feeds either,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
for
We
me,
we see we see we see enough, and like if really you want to get deep into whatever is going on, do it on your private time and don't push it
yeah, yeah,
on
this is
space.
what
We
I'm
don't need
saying,
to see
Moran.
that.
Coming online, and it's like, for me, it's like an escape break from the world. And I like to engage with people. I like my friends and everything. Lexi, I didn't know. I didn't at all. I didn't touch a tarot
Same.
deck for over 12 months. I got rid of probably 75% of my tarot collection,
Wow.
because I just wanted rid. Obviously I kept the decks that was really special to me, but I wanted rid of everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing with me. I'm a Scorpio, and
Yeah.
it's either all or nothing with me.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
am surprised, really. I didn't cut off my nose to spite my face and get rid of every single thing I'd got. Uh,
Mm,
or I didn't, luckily, because I
yeah.
knew that I wouldn't be able to replace them again.
Yeah. Some of them would have been hard to replace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But it's just lovely to be back, and
Yeah.
I'm a different person this time around. I'm a lot,
Yeah.
believe it or not, I'm a lot more chilled than I was before. No.
Yeah, you less are you less of a bitch? I don't think you are, but
Nah.
yeah, no. To reply to Lexi's question, I didn't disengage with my tarot decks. I was just not engaged as much. So I used to use them like every day, for example, and I stopped doing this. I was only using it when I felt the need. But also, like you, because I had to move to France, I got rid of shitloads of decks.
Yeah.
Like it was good in this sense because I realized as well that I don't need all of this. Like there's so many that I need.
Yeah.
You know, I put them in a box and I gave them away, and I didn't even feel bad about it. I didn't feel like, oh, I'm so sad to get rid of these decks. I was like, no, I don't really care. I don't need them.
I know
So
it's strange, isn't it? Because like I did the same as you. I put them in a box ready to take down to Glastonbury. And do you know what? Looking back now, I can't even remember where I give to the charity shop. So
yeah, yeah,
that's how
exactly.
important they were. There wasn't, and yeah, obviously, like I'd miss, like say for instance, I don't know, a special deck or something like that.
Yeah,
I know it was missing, but as for the majority of them, I'm thinking, well, obviously I've got decks similar, so I would have missed it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Do you think sometimes you have decks that you're missing or you regret giving
No, I
away?
don't miss any of the one thing I will say, Sandra enabled me today. Well, she didn't enable me because I did tell her about it first and who found me a copy. Do you remember that forest of what was it called now? Woodland in oh, I don't know. Anyway,
Oh,
I had to come off off they're backed on Kickstarter
mm.
last year, and it's the date come, I opened the box. I don't want that shit. It's going on eBay. And I regretted it. And then Sandra found me a copy today, so I rebought it. So
Woodland Wardens, she's saying, Tony. Is it
not
this?
Woodland, not Tim Woodland Mordens, Tony. I forgot what it's called. I did send Sandra a message. No, that Woodland Mordens has gone back. Uh,
Spirits of the Woodlands.
Woodland, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Sandra.
this one.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lovely deck. I've been using it this week. It's a lovely deck. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
You know what it reminds me of, Moran? Do you remember Animals of Farthing Wood?
Yes, yes, it does. Yeah, and
Yeah,
to me, it reminds me of England as well,
yeah,
of
yeah.
the woods of England, literally. And that's why I kept it as well. When I moved to France, I was like, I cannot get rid of this deck because it reminds me so much of England, which I miss. Even if I'm very happy in France, England was my country for 12 years almost, so I do miss it. And using this is like going back to England, so I love it. It's
Yeah, I
guys,
can't wait for it to
if you
arrive.
like animal decks, this is one of the. I think it's one of the only one I have that is an animal deck.
Yeah, it's just so sweet, it's just a really
Hmm.
lovely deck. And
Yeah,
so do you miss it? Do you really miss it here?
yeah, I do. There are some aspects of England that I miss. There's some aspects of the culture I miss. The French culture is quite difficult to get back into.
Yeah.
Is tricky. Yeah, the way people express themselves is very different. So sometimes you don't know if it's a joke or if it's not a joke, and sometimes you don't know if they're serious. It's very hard. Like the few weeks I was like completely lost. Like a colleague would tell me something, I would be like, okay, they hate me, but they don't hate me. It's just the way they speak, the way they express
Yeah,
themselves, and it's so hard sometimes. But I'm getting there now. I'm getting used to my culture again, but it was quite hard. And also the fact that most of the adult things that I've done them in England. So now I'm in France, and it's almost like I'm having to rediscover all the things, like taxis and holidays and stuff like this. And it's just like, yeah. But all in all, I'm happy.
yeah,
So
well, I'm glad. I'm glad. I was really sad, obviously, when you told me you'd got it.
yeah, I know.
But I said to you, didn't I, at the time, and I said I understand 100% why you've got to go.
Yeah, and it's yeah,
So,
it's very sad. But anyways, in terms of so you said you were a new person, and in terms of your practice, because I know we spoke about it, we said like both our practice changed. So
yeah.
what can you say about how your practice changed with tarot or oracle or both?
Well, mine started. I think it stems all kind of grows from last year, really, because I spent almost 8 months. Well, from last May to probably about last October outside, healing. You know,
Hmm. Yeah.
I watched, obviously, plants, flowers grow, birds come, birds go, insects pollinate, bees pollinating. And
Yeah.
because I've got like a little garden and I planted things up, it was just so peaceful. And this is what I
Mhm.
needed. I needed this kind of reset.
Yeah.
And when I picked up my practice again, I didn't intentionally do this, but I realized that the decks I started to pick up was all nature-based decks. And
Mm.
so it kind of made me feel like the outdoors was important. And so how my practice has changed now is all of my decks that I use in my personal collection and my practice, my witchcraft practice, it's all very kind of earth-based
Mm.
practices. And so I am looking into like kind of learning herbalism now. And it just makes sense, Moran. I
Yeah.
can't ever use, I did say this to somebody else, I cannot use animal decks if the animals are not native to the UK
Right.
because it doesn't feel right, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I understand. Like, I can't remember this deck that was. Oh, I can't remember now. Do you know the one that was first done on a piece of wood and then transcribed into a tarot card? I can't remember how it's called. But it was a lot of animals from the US, and it's the same. I got rid of it because I couldn't really, connect with the
yeah,
animals. These
and yeah,
animals from the US, so you
yeah,
know,
I mean, I have never, apart from in a zoo, which I think is incredibly awful, Brady,
yes, yeah,
Chris, that's
Chris Brady
with,
Tarot. Yes, that's the one.
apart from in a zoo, we're not going to see these animals walking around in the natural habitats. And I
No.
thought, well, how can I kind of like, watch this animal, learn from this animal, see this plant. You can't, can you? And you think, well, it's pointless because the only time I can connect with it is by a picture. And
Yeah, yeah,
I want to be able to like, say, see an animal in the wild, like a deer or
yeah.
something like that.
And like if it's an animal that is native to your country, you know how they behave. So it also
Exactly.
allows you to expand on your interpretation and your experience
Oh,
of the animal,
yeah.
your encounter with the animal, for example. You can't do that with an animal from the US that you've never seen.
No, no, you ain't gonna see a buffalo, are you? Walking over Tesco's car park, you know what I mean? It's just we're not away, and it's like it's the same with plants as well.
Mm,
I can't bring plants in my practice and burn herbs if they're not native to the UK and Europe. You know,
yeah. Hmm.
yeah, because I don't feel like
So
a connection to it.
did you say you were following like a, I don't know if you were already a pagan, but are you following like a pagan type of path now?
Yeah,
Or
I
I
used
don't
to
know
be.
if you were,
Yeah,
yeah,
I used to be heavily involved in a pagan solitary, well, kind of witchcraft path years ago. But now I'm kind of like this old aging like hippie, where I can find a connection. Like I don't need to buy crystals anymore.
yeah, okay.
I can pick up a stone now off the floor and see the beauty in that and use that in my practice, the same as I can find a pile of twigs. And I'll tell you what really, really kicked off the whole thing for me was Trisha's Remembering the Sweet Fool Tarot.
Oh, I remember you've done a flip through of it and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
spoke about it, I
And
remember.
because Trisha uses everything that's found,
Mm,
and it's just incredibly. I use this deck more or less every day
yeah,
in my personal readings,
it's
and
very nice.
it's absolutely stunning, Moran. So I use that one, and also a recent acquirement, which I'm so excited to show you, which is just blown me away. And this is the Spirit Carrier Oracle, and this is just so beautiful as well.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you've got everything natural on this as well. So this is kind of like how my practices as
Yeah.
and what about you? What changed for you? Like what sparked you back into it?
Nothing much changed. I think the only thing that I would say has changed is the fact that I'm leaning towards the basic most of the time. You know, like the
Yeah,
things that I know I've always enjoyed and I know I've always liked, and I don't steer away from that. The only slight change as well that I would say in my practice that can be reflected in my decks, let's say, is less of the, like I was telling you before, you know, alien-y type of decks. Even if I still like them, I still have this one, which is the Galactic Star, like I told you, and the Star Child Tower, which I still like it because it does have a different universe. I'm less doing this now, and I'm more using a lot more angel energies for some reason. So I do like, there's like this deck that I use all the time, which is the Archangel Power Tower cards by Doreen Virtue.
Oh, Moran, do you not know how much I love that deck?
But that's the one, and I don't use it as a tarot. This one, funnily enough, I use it as an oracle. So I
It's
pull like few
brilliant.
cards like an oracle, like I would do, and I love this, and I love all the kind of angel energies. And that was sparked by a tarot reader that was a colleague of mine when I was working in Manchester, this place, and she used to be connected to angel energy. She used only angel decks and everything, and she really inspired me, and I started to dabble into like the angel's energy a little bit, and I liked it, and I think it's connecting more than the old galactic Star City type of
Yeah,
things.
yeah, I understand because I remember when you first. Let me just answer Chris. Chris, she is an
Yeah.
incredibly lovely person. I agree. She's just so lovely. I have all the decks now. Um, I remember when you first came onto Instagram when I first know you, what, 6, 7 years now, something like that. And you used to predominantly use angel decks, and I know you absolutely loved Jez Hawkyard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember your angel
Yeah, I still have it. It's
painting,
here.
wasn't it? Painting or a print or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I know that's how you kind of like evolved from the angel things. And I myself as well. I mean, I don't particularly use angel decks as such now.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I used to many years ago. And I used to love being able to connect with the energy like you. But mine's more of like I don't know, animism, is it now you
Yeah,
call
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
it? So I don't know, it's weird really because it's I think when we've gone full circle, ain't we? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Getting older, maturing is knowing what we can take and what we can leave behind. People need to understand they're about building a practice. I totally agree.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that 100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do
Because I
as well.
think people sometimes they get stuck into their own way of thinking, okay, well, people know me because of this and I cannot
Yeah,
change. But getting older is actually realizing that maybe it's not the path that you should follow, and you should be able to change like, and independently of what people expect of you. You know, it's just
exactly.
your practice. It's not anyone's practice. So yeah, and I think like I'm more connected to angel type of energy now, even though like you could say that with every dex, you know, in some aspects you kind of connect with different energies. But yeah, for me, it's the main thing is less alieny Star CD decks and more angelic type of.
So have you
Uh,
got like a particular favorite angel deck you use then? Do you
well,
still
the
use?
one that I've just shown you is like the one that I used. I really love this deck. I got it in English, and recently I found it in French, so I have it in both language. And you know, when I do that with a deck, it's because I like it, because I want to use it with all the people, you know. So I want to use it with French people as well, and I want them to be able to read what's on the card if they need to. So that's why
Yeah,
I.
yeah.
But you know, my favorite, one of my favorite is the Dabrai Angel decks that I love for some
Oh,
reason. I
Moran,
know
God,
it's so cheesy,
you
but
know what? That is just, that reminds me so much of you when you was here.
I
Because we
know
both
it's.
had that at the same time, didn't we?
I just
And
love it.
it was just, I found it the other day actually, and I looked at the box and I thought, oh my God, that reminds me so much of Moran.
Yeah,
Um,
me too. Every time I see it, I'm like, it's linking me back to you as well, because we
we
laughed
have
so much about this deck.
we have them both. Did Debray send us them for a review copy? They did, didn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. They did. Yeah,
They did. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Tony says, are there any differences, Moran, between the two decks in different languages? Oh, that's a good question, is that?
No, not really. It's just translated, obviously, not word by word. It's translated in a way that it makes sense for French people. But they are the same. They are the same decks. It's just a translation that is different. But even the angels' name are the same, and it's just the way it's translated. It's translated in a way that it makes sense for French people. So it's not a literal translation. Some words will be different because of the way of the languages, you know.
Yeah. Well, I did mention that deck about a month ago on my YouTube. I said it was one of my favorite all-time decks, and
I
it,
know it's
it really
it's
is.
so good. And honestly, like the readings I've done with this deck is insane every time. The cards that come out is just exactly that's why I use it as an oracle. It's kind of like rounding up the reading and finishing up the reading. But every time it's been so like on point. It's been like, okay, this is basically a summary of what I've been telling you for an hour.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Just incredible, yeah.
It's good. I had a deck come from eBay, and only paid £20 for it. And apparently, because obviously I disappeared, and so I didn't know anything about this deck. And this was from 2024, so 2 years ago. And this was a Kickstarter deck. Have you seen it?
What's
It's
that?
called the Seed Taracle, right? So it's a 78 card deck. Basically, it's marketed as a tarot deck and an oracle deck, but it's not really. It's basically a tarot deck. Do you know Emma, who's done the Wizard of Oz Taracle? It's called.
No.
I think it's the same person. So basically, you've got like, so the seed, which is the fool, and then you've got
Mm.
the text on the top. So a whole new world
Oh, that's
awaits
cute.
you. So I love it because of the watercolor
Yeah.
paintings. Um, and it's just really really nice because again, it's earth based, and there's no people in it.
Yeah,
And
you see, this is funny because this type of deck, if I got it, I would use this as an oracle more than a tarot.
well, you can. That's why it's called
Yeah.
oracle. So you can use it like sit with it first before you grow roots, and that's
Mm.
relevant as the tarot. Do you know what you've just reminded me? There's a French deck out, and it's watercolor, and it's got like the people on it look a bit tree, like they've come from the trees. Do you know
I've,
which one it is? Sandra,
no.
Tony, anybody who knows that deck? It's published by that. What's that publishing
Arcana
company?
Sacra.
Arcana Sacri, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like oh, it's like the similar watercolor illustrations to this, but I think it's borderless. And the people look like they've done kind of it's all one woman. I think it's all one woman.
Is
Strange Antlers, that's it, Moran, but it's a French name.
I don't think I've seen it.
That I really, really want that. It's available on Amazon, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. It's nice, really lovely. So I want to get that because that's very earthy and pagan.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
nice. Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't get any like deck recently. The one that I got recently when I was here is this one. I don't know if you have it, but
I
if you
haven't
like
got it,
Earth,
but I don't like it.
yeah, if you like Earth-based type of things, it's gonna be lovely for you. The only thing is like the round shape is a bit strange, but other than that, it's quite nice. Like the
It's
pictures are
gorgeous.
nice, and the keywords are not on the right order. But it says, for example, here creativity, and then you have a little sentence that says use your imagination. Then you have sweetness, and then you have loyal friend, and it's lovely. I don't know why you didn't get this one. If
I
you
might
like,
get that. Is that US Games?
yeah, I think so. Is it why? Yeah, US games. Is it why you doing a boycott of US games?
No, no, not at all. No, no, no. It just made me think of that horrible Dark Moon AI deck, by Yasmin Boland.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, this one is not AI. It's done by Nora
yeah,
Pascaleva.
that's not AI. That's a nice one actually. I do
Hmm.
like. I don't know why I haven't got it yet.
Yeah,
Um, Folio mass market is too expensive. Tony says, is he?
this one.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it is, I agree. For what it is, it's a bit expensive. I think it's around
Hello.
£25.
Is he?
Yeah.
Folio.
So I
Oh,
agree with Tony. Yeah, for what it is, and that's what I said when I first got it. I was like, that's a bit expensive for what it is, but I'm still
actually, it's gone down in price. It's £18. There's
all right.
34% off it. Yeah.
£35, yeah. I don't think I paid £35, but if I would have, no, I wouldn't have paid
Yeah.
35. It might
18.
have been reduced prices already.
Yeah.
But
So I might actually get it, and because it might
try
be
it.
Yeah, my
You have a month to send it back anyway with Amazon. So if you don't like it, just send it back and get your money back.
well, I've just sent the Woodland Wardlands back, and I had a reprint of the Connolly Tarot, and it's just bloody awful.
But
Because US Games used to publish decks, print decks in Belgium or Italy, and the ones
mm,
having printed in Italy are just awful. The old Belgian printings are better, you know what I
mm,
mean?
yeah,
So I sent it back, the Connolly Tarot, and I thought, did I really need a reprint of it? No. So I just sent it back. Yeah. So I've been doing like a bit of spending like this
good.
this
I
last.
think like you've changed also in terms of like you're not spending your money as much for decks.
I am very kind of choosing out,
Yeah, yeah.
I only kind of like, even when I went to Glastonbury last week, I only kind of bought something when I thought about it. I thought, am I going to use that? I kind of ask that question now. Am I going to
Mm.
use it? And if I've got to wonder what that was then.
Oh
And
God,
if I have a deck
Spirit is here with
similar,
us.
yeah, spirit. If I've got a deck similar, Moran, I tend not to buy it
Yeah.
anymore. You
Yeah,
know,
it's also something I can say that changed. As we said before, we had chats with this, that if we want a deck, well, for me, if I want a deck, I put it in my basket, on Amazon. I
yeah,
wait a couple of weeks, a couple of months. If I come back to it and I say, yes, I still like it, I still want it, then I purchase it.
yeah,
If
I've done that.
it's not impulse buy anymore. I'm not saying like, oh my God, I absolutely need it now, tomorrow, otherwise I'm gonna die.
I
No,
know what we used
I'm
to,
just conscious. Yeah, I'm just conscious. I'm like, okay, I like it. If I have something similar, I will be like, do I really need it? Like, do I really need to have a similar deck? Like, for example, this, is it the Wild Reflection deck? Wild Reflections, the one that looks like this, the Light Seer.
the White Spell,
Is it the
Wild,
White
Wild
Wild
Reflections, the one called
Reflection?
White
Yeah,
Spell.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
have you not
this one I
got it?
was very tempted because it looks pretty, but it's so similar to the Light Seers that I
Very
was like, Light Seers is the deck that I use all the time, that I love. Everyone knows that. So do I really need this deck? So I kept it in my basket for, I don't know, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then I was like, actually, you know what? I love the Light Seers, and I don't need this deck.
That's
So
it. It is. I agree because I've got it actually, and it
yeah,
is very like. It reminds me. It is very much like the Light Seers, but it's a little bit more outdoorsy. There's people doing more stuff outdoors, uh,
mm,
and it is very lovely. But if
yeah,
you
it's
Light
lovely.
Seer, you don't need that deck. You
Yeah,
know what I
exactly. But it's lovely. It's really well produced. The quality is amazing. But yeah, I didn't need this, even if I was so tempted. But I know the me from the past would have just bought it and be like, okay, well, I have the light
Oh,
seers and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
section,
I know.
fine.
I'm not like kind of like I don't like the thing is with me as well. What I've noticed is there's not really a great deal that comes out.
Mm.
It's really it's either something that's been done before or it's too bloody expensive.
Yeah, there was also like a kind of drought period for a while, and that's also maybe why we left. Do you remember? We were so overwhelmed with all the decks that were coming out, but at the same time they were all the same.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
copies of each other, copies of a lot of RWS copies, like clones. And it's just like, yeah, there's nothing original. I think it's changing a little bit now. I think people are getting a little bit more creative now. Not a lot. Some of them are copying, especially with AI entering the picture. There's a lot of like AI decks that are just copies of copies.
Yeah,
But it's not as much now. I think it's not as much. There was a time where it was just overwhelming, the amount of decks there were and the amount of similar decks, and it's just like, and everyone was preaching out like, we need to get this deck, you need to get this deck, you need to get this deck, but then they were all the same, and you can't get all the decks, and it's just like
that's it. Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
just too much. And I think that's also a time where we left, we just separated from this whole toxic. It was toxic, this pressure that we
It
had to have.
was, yeah, and like, obviously, like, I mean, I kind of got sick of doing, reviews and stuff for Rockpool and that, and everything changed, and I just thought, "Oh God, I can't with this anymore." You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah,
to have like a massive reset, as I said, and come back again with a fresh perspective is just brill. Yeah. Bye now,
Mm,
bye now, bye now. It's right.
yeah,
Let's
it
see.
was this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right, and you can't. I did have a purchase down Glastonbury because it had been actually it was on pre-order. And then when I found it down at Glastonbury in a physical shop, I cancelled my
Mm,
order. And that's the Dark Daughter Tarot. And the only reason why I got that is because I love the Dark Goddess aspect of it. Um,
mm,
but saying that, I haven't even used it yet.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I think this is, I mean, I did say on one of my videos, it's one of those decks where you can't just pick it up out the box and read. You've got
Yeah,
to,
exactly.
look at the guidebook and stuff. And to be honest with you, when I watched your video earlier,
Mm,
because I've got the Beloved Dead as well,
yeah,
and this is one of the reasons why I haven't used it and I haven't used this Dark Daughter, is because I haven't got time to sit down and study the guidebook.
exactly. And there are decks like this where you need to study, even if I
Yeah.
hate this word because like we don't need to study, but there are some decks that require you to put time and effort into them.
Oh,
And
yeah. I
like
mean,
the Beloved Dead is one of them. I don't know about this one, the Dark Daughter. The,
Dark Daughter, it's basically like she done the Goddess a few years ago, and it's basically all the dark goddess energy again. But like, I mean, I ain't gonna pay £35 for something, Moran, and not get the
mm.
best out of it. Do you know what I
Of
mean?
course, yeah, and also like if you pay this amount and it's something that needs to be worked on, you know, like
Yeah,
you need to work, you
it's
can't send it back or give it back without trying at
that's
least, you know.
it, yeah. I'm gonna have a sit down with it, Chris. You know what? You're gonna be gutted because I actually sold that on eBay last year or the year before. Tarot.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, I sold it. Yeah, so do you know what? It was the only one of the decks that I couldn't I couldn't with it, you know what I mean? Uh,
really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'd had it for years. I'd actually had it from Beth over on Little Red Tarot when she did it.
Mm,
I got a really good price for it because like it was like long out of print. But yeah, it's nice. I did like a couple of the cards, but I never used it. So you
yeah.
gotta rearm. I mean, you if you ain't gonna use them.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've done with many decks as well, you know. And now I have a tiny collection, I say,
I
when I
bet
have
you. I mean, mine's like kind of grown a little bit, but like as I said, I'm mindful. I have got some decks down to Glastonbury when I go in June, but
yeah.
nothing out of this batch. It's some from last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
but I
way-
remember when I was coming to visit you, you literally had like IKEA bags, you know, the massive IKEA blue bags of decks. It was insane.
I know, I know. That's just there was so much money wasted over the years. But you know what? I suppose you live and learn. And
Yeah, exactly.
did give them away.
Mm,
I did sell my indie ones because I wasn't going to give them away.
yeah,
But like, I mean, I did give them away to friends, people I knew on Instagram, and the majority went down to charity shops. So,
yeah, that's
you know,
good. Someone
yeah,
will find them. Yeah,
yeah, somebody will make use of them, wouldn't they,
yeah.
really? So,
No, that
what is the French tarot market like? So, are they all predominantly Marseille readers over there? Is that right?
no, to be honest, it developed a little bit. So there are a lot of decks now that are both Tarot de Marseille and Rider-Waite-Smith. I think it's been heavily influenced by, you know, the explosion of the tarot sphere back in
Yeah,
2020, 2021, and all of this. So now you kind of find everything. And, you know, most of the decks that we're familiar with, especially mass market ones, have been translated as well. So, you know, for
wow,
example, the angel guides that I love so much, that I have the printing of
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
this one is also available in French. We have a lot of decks like this that are available in French, and for the tarot is the same. Like whether it's in English or French, we do have a lot of things coming from everywhere, you know, because it's so available on Amazon, for example, that it
Yeah.
gets easy for shops to contact the creator, and they can order like I don't know 10 of them and you receive them here. Even if they are not translated, you still find them.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it? So, what have you
Yeah.
bought recently? Have you bought anything recently?
No, I haven't bought any decks recently. I bought from, I don't know if you remember Salon des Arcanes from, the French
Yeah,
shop,
yeah.
Nicolas. So I buy from him now. So I bought the Jamie Sawyer. I know you don't like it, but the Jamie Sawyer Rider-Waite-Smith redone or whatever it's called. You don't like it because of the mandalas and it's a Rider-Waite-Smith copy. I understand, but I really
Yeah,
like it.
it's the mandalas, Moran. I think it is. I just think it's a little bit. If it had been just a recolorization, that would have been fine. Even though I know we don't need any more. Uh,
True.
but I think with me, it's just added something unnecessary, and they all look the same.
Mm,
You
yeah.
know. But I ain't got a problem with Jamie. She's lovely, and
Yeah, and
you know,
I like this deck, so I bought this from him, and I bought the Ehrenberg Tarot.
oh, you could have had more copy of that. I absolutely hate it. Right.
Really, I
Yeah.
kind of like it. I don't know if it's gonna stay in my collection forever, because I feel a part of me is already bored of it, but I do like it. It's a nice. I like the fact that it's centered around one aspect of the card.
Yeah, this is the bit I don't like because I'm thinking I need to see the other
Need to
part
the
of
rest
the
of the scene.
person. You know what I mean? And it's not too zoomed in for me. I get it. I mean, it's the symbology in it is brilliant and it's great what he's done. But
Hmm.
like for me, I just think, oh no, I can't. I need to see like I want to see the person behind them tied up hands. I want to see, the feet on the hangman, wherever it is. I just couldn't with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like this one, so we'll see how it goes. But for so far, so good. What else do? There's another oracle that I think it's an impulse buy in this one. It's called the Outlaw Oracle. I don't know if you've
Oh,
seen
that new one, they're unavailable here. Yes, Lexi, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Bye.
it. If you can be friend with me, you can be friend with Lexi because I have both of these and she likes both of these. So I
Yeah,
don't.
well, Oracle, is that in that funky coloured box?
Yeah, the one that looks like a cigarette pack, like a
Is that Mass
Marlboro.
Market?
No, it's not mass market. It's indie, but I bought it from him. He's not only mass market. He buys from every.
Oh, I saw that today on somebody's Instagram. Yes, I know which one you mean. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like an American like an American vibe,
Yes,
country,
yeah.
and I like it. And I think it's an impulse buy just because I'm in my. So one of my favorite artists, if not the favorite artist, is Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know if you know, but you know now. And he's done his album in 25 and 2026, called Lost Americana, and the whole vibe is just about America and all the lost eras of America. And there's part of his designs is also a box like a Marlboro box or whatever. And I think I've been influenced by this whole vibe that I've been staying in with listening to his music. So I saw this deck and I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is such a, like a bad boy type of deck, and I
I
want
know
it.
you like him. I know you do. Is he still with what's the name?
No, he's not with her anymore.
Is he not?
It's been a while, 2 years at least. They broke up. They still have a kid together, but yeah,
I bet you wished he was with you, love.
yeah. Well, he's coming. He's coming soon.
Is it?
No. No, but he was in Paris in February. I went to see him in concert.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I do like him, but I think I've been influenced by this whole vibe, and I was like, yeah, I want this deck just because of it. So I think it's an impulse buy. So we'll see again how it lasts. But
I've got
that's
a playlist on my Spotify and it's full of American
fangirly, definitely, Tony. It's more than
American.
fangirling at this point, I think.
Does
It's
anybody here like Ethel Kane? Because I am absolutely obsessed with Ethel Kane. And there's
FLK.
anybody Ethel Kane, yeah. And there's anybody else here heard Tori Amos's new album as well? Because I'm just in love with it. Yeah, yeah.
No.
So yeah, that was just was my music taste at the minute. Yeah, Ethel Kane, I absolutely adore her. You
What
might
kind of
know
music is this? Is it like
it's like dark Americana, I should say.
right?
Yeah, it's kind of dark music, not kind of rocky-ish, not have a listen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Send me like a couple of songs that you like, and I will
yeah.
listen
I
to
will.
them.
Yeah, yeah. You'll probably like her. Yeah, yeah. It's really good. Yeah. So, and nothing else to report. I've just showed you everything. One of one thing I have been using, and I use. I would do want to show you what I use all the time, every day in my daily card pools. Are these, and these are my woman runes, and these are made by a friend of mine. You can get the
Right.
cards, but he kind of made me these, and they are brilliant. I'd love to do a proper full reading with these for somebody. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Do you know how to read them then, or is it like
Yeah,
how does
yeah,
it
because
work? Is it
oh, yeah,
intuitively?
yeah, because the cards. I've had the cards for years, Moran. So there's
Oh,
the
it
card.
comes with cards, right? I see.
No, no, no. This is the separate cards, and
Oh.
Molly, well, she's not actually the creator. Um, these was original symbols by somebody else, and Molly
Mm.
created the deck. And so my friend, Molly knows about it. My friend actually did the rune designs for me off the
I see.
card. You know what I mean? And
Right,
there's
right.
also like a guidebook as well to go with it. But these I've been using these for years and years and years and years.
Is it
Yeah,
like which wounds, or is it a bit different?
no, they're just like so the tool, for instance, right? You've got like a spade there. So you've
Mm.
got rune of labour, right? Production and enterprise, because obviously it's just basically the symbol of what it actually is.
Mm. I see. Yeah.
Moon, say moon of journeys, rune of protection, travel. So the seeds obviously about like, assessment, waiting, pregnancy, and planting. So you
That's
basically
yeah.
it's a few keywords, but you can just elaborate on wherever it is.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So there's no right or wrong way to kind of use them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Um, but I loved them that much. My friend actually done me the
That's cute. So
yeah.
you're gonna do a reading soon with these then. That's what you said. You
I'm
would
gonna
like.
not here tonight. No.
No,
I'm
not tonight, but at some
yeah.
point.
I'm gonna use like a proper. I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna start using them, offering them in readings for people.
Yeah.
Because they are very, very empowering and very deep as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Good. Well, I don't think I have anything to report because again, I didn't buy anything recently. Like I've just bought crystals and stuff this afternoon because today was a bank holiday in France, so I was free to do whatever I want. It was lovely.
Oh, that's nice.
So I went to my little metaphysical shop in the old part of the city, and I bought some crystals, and yeah, that's all. That's all I've bought recently that is like spiritually related. And yeah, I think the thing that I want to do now, I don't know if you've seen my video, the last deck I think I've shown was the French one, the Oracle G, like the one with is just
Sorry,
symbol.
but there's no bloody English guidebook for it.
Is there not?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, that's the one I want to kind of study as well. And I want to be able to do readings to people with this deck as well, without looking at the guidebook or anything.
Oh, cool, Moran. But I wish there was like some information available for it in English because he's a French guy who did it originally,
Yeah. Yeah, I have shitloads of crystals. That's the thing also I took back with me when I left for France. I had a massive box that was so heavy with all my crystals. God, that was a trek this as
How
well.
did you get all your stuff over?
So, funny story, not so funny at the time, but I'm gonna explain you. So, I obviously had to go with Oreo, my dog, right? So, I don't drive. So the thing is, if you don't drive and you have a dog, you cannot take the ferry or the Eurostar on foot. You need to have a car that drops you, that comes with you. So I don't drive, or I can't drive, so I can't take a car. So you're not allowed to do this. I didn't want to do the plane because I think it's traumatic for dogs. Like it's gonna be put in a cage
Yeah.
and with a lot of dog screamings and stuff like this. So I was like, I'm not doing this to my dog. So I took a specialized taxi company from Manchester to Le Mans.
Oh my
It
God.
was a lot of money and it was a struggle. And that's why I got rid of so many stuff because obviously I just had a car. So I think I had two luggages and two big boxes and two small boxes. And that was my life.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm rebuying stuff little by little now, but yeah, at the time it was just what I had. So,
So that's
but
amazing.
yeah, and that's the only thing I took back with me. But that's why this massive, like, huge, not huge, but like so heavy. I remember having to carry it because also my Airbnb when I arrived, it was the second floor with no lift, so I had to carry all my boxes and stuff like this. I was
Oh my
dripping. It was 26, 25, 26 degrees. I was dripping water, literally. It was so funny, but yeah.
Oh, that's madness. Hadn't you got nobody to meet you at the other end then?
No, well, no one, no.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and like I couldn't really ask friends to drive like it was 10 hours or 11 hours because then they have to go back, on their own.
That's it.
So I
We're a
didn't do
that.
that. So I hired a specialized company that can take your pet and they tell you everything that you have to do, the documents that you have to provide, and they do everything for you basically. And you just stay in a car and you're being driven from a country to another.
Well, that's pretty cool, really, isn't it?
I did, yeah. I'm a very fancy sassy queen. I Ubered my way to France.
Oh, no, we brexed it over to France. Fucking hell, Moran. You know.
I know. I was bleeding money at this point, between the flat also that I was renting here, that I had to give the deposit and, the first month of rent, all the costs for Oreo because you had to give his vaccine, you had to do a special type of things. I was literally bleeding money. I was like, yeah, cut here. It's going to bleed money. That's fine.
Oh my
It was
God. It's
insane.
insane. But
Yeah, but it's all
you're
back now, so it's fine. Money comes and goes, so it's all
Yeah,
back
well, that's it,
now.
isn't it? It's settled now. So it's, I
Yeah,
mean, it was like a massive upheaval at first. I mean, you're happy now. So that's all that matters, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
just,
exactly. My Oreo was so funny because I gave him pills before the night before, so he would be relaxed, and I was so happy to have these pills because he just slept the whole way. Like there was time, he was just laying next to me, and almost like I was, I had to leave the car. Basically, it was like move out the way, bitch. I'm just relaxing. I was like, my God.
it's
But
brilliant.
yeah, it was so good because like I didn't have to worry about him wanting to go out, and because 10 hours is a long way, he's never done that much. So, but
That's
all in
it.
all, and everything worked fine. But yeah, I everything worked fine. It was crazy. I think the universe really wanted me to do this because I didn't struggle to find a flat. Everything worked fine. I found the person to drive me from a place to another. I found the vet to do things for Oreo. Um, Scottish Power owed me money before I left, about 2K. So imagine
Oh
Scottish
my,
Power
that's brilliant.
just I think it was 2 weeks before I left. Scottish Power said like we are very sorry, we charge you too much for what you paid, so we owe you 2K. And I was like, perfect.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you didn't actually like, come out of your own money. You come out of your refund.
yeah,
So it's even better. Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad that everything's worked out for you. I really am.
but yeah, that's all I have to say.
Well, thank you so much for
No
having me.
problem. Thank you
Um,
for
and
joining.
we'll have to do this again. And it's lovely to see you all again.
Yeah,
Even
thank
though
you
I only
guys
got
for being
2 days
here.
ago. Baran, you stay there and we'll have a
Yeah,
chat up. And thanks, guys. Love you and thank
thank you
you
so
for
much, guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.